Welcome to the New This Week video for August 10th. We're going to start off a little different today. I just want to, we were, this past week, we were graced by some fans of the show. We had a family from the Netherlands come in. It was great meeting you guys. Thanks for making a point to come down and visit us, and thanks for watching the show. And then on Friday, Gareth from Switzerland, he was visiting a relative. He needed to make a point to come and visit here. Thanks, Garrett. You're the man. It was really nice talking to y'all, and I'm glad that we can bring something to everybody that they're enjoying. Thanks again, and hopefully I'd like to meet more of yous. Now let's get to the stuff that probably won't entertain you too much. There's some decent stuff this week. We're going to start it off with 007. It's a new James Bond series. If you've been a Bond fan, I know you're picking it up. We get issue number 5 of yes! Yeah, this is great. This is unedited at its best, okay? We're going to try this again. A Town Called Terror, issue number 5. And if you like epic tales of revenge and atonement, Absolution number 2 is what you want to read. If you're into this is the book. Who doesn't like revenge and atonement? It's a lot of fun. Arch and Armstrong Forever number 4. Archie and Friends, Thrills and Chills number 1. We could use a lot of chills here. It has not cooled down in like a month. We need some cool weather. We got Astronaut Down number 3. Blade Runner Black Lotus number 1. It's a fun little book here. Cities of Magic number 4. I mean, you got a giant purple frog and a purple rhino just hanging out at looks like at a bus station or something. Can't go wrong with that. And for any serial killer out there, you probably already know this. But for those of you who don't, remember, cover the dead with lime. This is issue number 1. Helps them decompose a little faster. Love the death mask, though. The plague mask. We should all still be walking around with those. You got Dark Beach number 5. The Deadliest Bouquet number 1. This lady's not going to be happy that she got flowers today. Dungeons and Dragons Annual number, one shot actually, so 2022. Now we've got some second printings, third printings, 12th printings. Doesn't really matter. Extra printings, so we got more books for what people need because they've been out of stock. We've got 8 Billion Genies number 2, second printing. And 8 Billion Genies number 3, second printing. Second printings and number 1s came out last week. And so if you need to catch up, you'll be able to catch up to read the new issue of 8 Billion Genies number 4. Excellent book. For the kids out there, we got some Geronimo Stilton the Reporter, Mystery of the Rodent Express. And you don't have to be a kid to read it if you want to, but, just saying. King Spawn number 13. I mean, I know some of you may not be bright enough to know that, hey, I'm an adult, I can still read it. You can. So I'll let you know that. Here's a Tom King book. And I rag on Tom King all the time, but I don't think Tom King's a good writer when he's writing stuff that isn't his own, that he's doing other characters. But he's doing this book called Love Everlasting, issue number 1. It looks like a romance book, but with him, who knows? I'm going to give it a shot because I really, really love the Western cover that they have. I think that's fantastic looking. But yeah. Some of his stuff that he does his own creative stuff, usually really good. We'll see how this goes. I'm actually going to bring that one home, but I won't read anything that he writes that's already an established character, because usually he ruins it or he just writes what he wants about it and just puts everything just out of character. We got Maniac of New York, Volume 2, trade paperback. Mindset number 2. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a fun book for the kiddies. And the movies are fantastic. We got Minions, Super Banana Games. Prodigy number 2. Mark Miller, keep them coming. You know how to write. You don't need 6 months off in between 3 or 4 issues. And we've got a new Aftershock book, Samurai Doggy, number 1. And the title pretty much tells it. There's a samurai dog in this. How can you not want to try it? And people read Usagi Yojimbo, right? You know, it's... We got Slumber, number 6. Starhenge, number 2. There's Something Wrong with Patrick Todd, number 2, from Aftershock. We've got Unnatural Blue Blood, number 2, from Mirka Randolfo. I think I want to meet this guy. Usher of the Dead, The Great Question, number 1. And we're going to finish this off with The Ward, number 3. That's what we have for the independents. Like I said, there's some interesting books there. Looks like a semi big week for, we'll call them DC Comics. Got Batgirls number 9. Batman Urban Legends number 18. They must be doing something right with this book. It's an $8 book. It's up to issue 18. People are buying it. And we got Batman vs. Robin, Road to War trade paperback. Dark Crisis, Worlds Without a Justice League, Green Lantern number 1. Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, number 1. Or, you get this awesome cover. Future State Gotham, number 16. Have no idea how this book is still being printed. They can't be making any money on it. Oh, they probably don't know if they're making any money on it. Harley Quinn, number 19. I Am Batman, number 12. We are not going to say anything bad about this book this week. You can make your own decision, and you already know what I'm going to say and what needs to be said. Watch past episodes. As a matter of fact, since this book has come out, watch every episode of the New This Week. We've talked about this book. We got Jurassic League, number 4. Wanted to leave a few seconds for you to think of something bad about the book. Now we have Naomi, number 6. Nubia, number 3. Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 14. And Wonder Woman, number 790, or 90. Now this here, probably say the last few books here in DC, probably should never even read them off, because no one's going to buy them. But hey, at least you know what's out there. Now we'll go with Marvel. Amazing Spider-Man number 7. Avengers number 59. I think the book that most Marvel fans and half the comic world's been clamoring for. This is a book that we may not be able to keep in stock. Avengers and Moon Girl, number 1. Her dinosaur's got to be running around somewhere. Not on this cover, though. but on one of the 14 other covers that they probably I think that they put out for this book. Who knows why? They say there's a paper shortage or something. Well, you're wasting all the paper with this. And then we've got another great book, Axe, Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day, number 2. We've got Black Panther, number 8. Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, number 3. Captain Carter, number 5. Here's an interesting book. I don't know if they really needed to do a giant size, but this artwork inside actually looks good, and I think this guy's usually a dope when he does covers and stuff. Knock, N-A-U-C, Knock. Usually his covers I don't like, but looking inside here, the artwork looks decent. But it's a giant size Gwen Stacy number 1, written by Christos Gage, who's I like him a lot as a writer. I think you may get more sales if you made it a 4-issue miniseries and not a $10 giant size book. But I could be wrong. Hopefully I sell a ton of them. I mean, I ordered a bunch because they're a bunch of Gwen Stacy fans. And I'm very, very surprised at the art. Compared to what he draws for covers, this looks great. I mean, the Green Goblin looks fantastic in this book. So, I actually had no intentions of picking it up. But I actually may skim through this and take a look at it. Now, here's a book I could care less about, but I'm gonna read it now because I think one of the it figures I put in the wrong cover to show you guys too. I am such an idiot. Well, anyways, this is what you're gonna see because I'm not getting off camera to go find the other cover. Sorry, but I was gonna point out it's Ghost Rider, Just Vengeance Forever number 1. The A cover is awesome. I looked at it and says, I am going to talk about this cover.
I'll use it for the thumbnail.
Okay, use it for the thumbnail. You'll see it on the thumbnail. The A cover is awesome, and I think this book is drawn by one of the best artists in comics that you don't see him do many mainstream comics. Juan Jose Rip. He is probably one of my favorite artists. He's got some really cool. He's just got a style with a lot of detail in it, and he doesn't do enough mainstream stuff. He used to work for Avatar, do a lot of Avatar stuff, but I think he wanted to start actually getting paid for his work, so he left Avatar. I don't even think Avatar's producing anything because I know a few people who work for Avatar and they never got paid anyway. So I don't know. Maybe he did because he did a lot of work for him. I don't think he's that dumb to keep on working and not get a check. But I wish we could see more work from him done in the mainstream with some of the stuff. His style's great. One of my favorite artists. So this is actually, it's a one-shot. Benjamin Percy's writing it. He's hit or miss for me, but I think this is going to be, just to look at, it's a beautiful, beautiful book. And then we've got Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor, number 3. Now, Ms. Marvel and Wolverine, number 1. You may be thinking to yourself, why? Well, if you remember, if you're a Ms. Marvel fan, you read Ms. Marvel and Wolverine, in her early books, I think they had like a 3 or 4 issue story. They have 3 or 4 issue story together. So it actually makes sense that they're doing something together again. I actually was reading that back then. I thought it was a real good story when they had it. I'm not reading Ms. Marvel right now, but this may actually, I'll probably actually check this out. And this is what a lot of people have been waiting for. This is actually like years in the making. We got Predator number 1. I know a couple of years ago Marvel was supposed to do Predator, then it got stopped. I don't know if there's a lawsuit or something was going on. They do it, but it's finally out. Glad to see. We've had Aliens coming out for a while. They took the rights from Dark Horse for it, and then were never able to put out a book. So it's good to finally see. And we got another cover here. These are just 2 of the 27 different covers that they've done. But a lot of the Aliens Predator fans, they're psyched for Wednesday. All right, we got Punisher, number 5. Star Wars Bounty Hunters, number 26. Han Solo and Chewbacca, number 5. This has been selling surprisingly well, better than some of the other Star Wars books. We've got Venom Lethal Protector, number 5. And we're going to finish this up with X-Men Legends, number 1. Well, like I said, there's some excitement this week. There are some good and interesting books to try out. So have at it. Go to your local comic shop Wednesday. Buy up a bunch of books. Have some great reading. And we'll see you next week.